What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? You know what time it is. Episode 29. I am your host, Gaddis TV. We got Soul Gods on this episode. So before we get started, you know what time it is. You know, if you got yourself an iPhone and or an Android, do yourself a favor, download the FTX app and stay up to date with the latest cryptocurrencies and NFTs. And without further ado, like I just said, I am your host, Gaddis TV. What's going on? And let's get to it.
What's
going on, gents? So we're live and direct. So again, it's episode 29. It's coming on here really to, for the most part, shoot the shit, see how your project has been, because you were on our podcast about a month ago before Mint, and as of now, as far as I know, you'll have minted. So one, thank you again for coming back on. And two, just to remind everyone really quick for some people that are probably going to be joining in general and haven't heard about y'all yet, just quick intro, introduce yourselves and introduce the project.
Yeah, sure. So I'm LHEXE. People call me Hex for some reason. Founder of the Soul Gods. We are a creative, artistic project where we have a whole story and lore. We minted around 3 weeks ago, and life has been very crazy since then. Our community has exploded, and we are all over the Twitter. And now we're just in an amazing place, and we're looking at our horizons at the moment, and we just can't be more excited to be in the position we are now.
Yep, I'm Bull God Joe or Soul God Joe, who have had a bit of a name change recently to suit the bullish name of my character. But yeah, as Hex said, first we wanted to bring some really high quality art, profile picture art to the Solana space. We felt like we did so, and we've just been extremely well received by the space. Just incredible community growth so far, and yeah, as Hex said, we're just in an extremely blessed position and super excited to see where things go in the future.
Nice. So y'all said y'all minted about 3.5 weeks ago, or right about a month?
Pretty much,
Like that.
yeah.
I don't actually remember when launch day was.
It goes by.
I think it was
goes
3 weeks,
quick.
yeah.
I can't believe it's been a month. Holy cow.
Yeah, I'm saying I looked back at a little bit beforehand on the like the YouTube, and I was like, let me see when it was. I was like, okay. It was going back through a little bit of the clippets and everything. So when
Soul is ripping, by the way, Soul is like fucking
Yeah.
ripping. Oh my god.
wait, is it? What is it?
226.
Okay. Listen, we got Soul Gods on here, and the shot's popping. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, jeez.
There you go, Soul Gods. Save the market.
Question, just so I remind me, stuff like that. How much did y'all mint for? What was the mint cost, and how many were there in general?
It was 6,666 supply at 0.666, and I think the floor at the moment's around 2 Sol. So things are looking Gucci right now.
Strong. How long did it take y'all to overall sell out? Have y'all sold out? What was the process of that? And what was y'all's mindset as it was actually happening as the creators?
That is actually a wild story.
Okay.
So I think it's quite a good opportunity to dive into this. So on our mint day, we had obviously given out X amount of gods to sort of winners, like during our promotional run up. So we opened the candy machine for a split second to reserve ourselves some NFTs for these giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
And the second we did it, there was a bot waiting. And as soon as we opened up that candy machine, they swept 600 instantly.
Oof.
So we had to, on the whim, corrupt the previous metadata and give them different images with scam images. And we called the image the Fuck You collection. And then we had to redistribute a new collection onto a candy machine and get that sold. So it's actually quite interesting that the person that came in and swept actually did us a huge favor. So we got rid of loads of these bot sweeps, and it left a really nice opportunity for the proper community to mint. So the mint was actually I think it went over 4 hours or so. But yeah, it was a really nice process.
Yeah, for sure. That was about 6 hours before we were supposed to mint. That happened, so we had a slightly stressful few hours after that, but the end result was really good. Yeah, I think it was 3 hours just over for the mint, and everybody kind of was just really happy with how it went. It was a nice slow process, and everybody was able to do what they wanted. So now it was good.
Nice. How does something like that happen? Because the bots are, of course, they're buying something like that. I guess for people that randomly would be listening, because that's honestly interesting to me. How is that something? I guess not simple and easy, but is that something that is I guess, easy to get done going from one candy machine to another one, or is that honestly pretty easy, or like we all?
They laugh, so it doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't know any of that stuff, so.
Easy's the wrong word. I think
Doable.
Yeah, definitely doable. I mean, with the candy machine, the important thing to remember is that like when a project mints and you see the big mint button, that's just like a convenient front door for retail sellers. Like for people that know anything, for people that are doing these bot sweeps, the candy machine opening allows a transaction to go through. So there are a significant amount of people just waiting to see open candy machines, which does like cross over into quite like an interesting concept going at the moment to provide some security, which is honeypotting. So if you've got a project coming up, theoretically what you could do is you could create a fake candy machine, but frame it to look like the legit one, and then open that candy machine up, waiting for a bot sweep without opening the front door to retail. So that way you know that anyone sweeping then is just going for the honeypot. And that way you can remove the possibility of bot sweepers coming in, and then you allow your community more of a chance to get their hands on more of the collection.
That's amazing. But didn't you just give everyone the alpha now? So aren't these bots going to do something to do that now? Or am I just...
I want them to be scared. I want these bot sweepers to know that they could go into a candy machine and sweep something, and they could potentially be like 1,000 soul loss if they're not careful.
Okay,
Yeah.
I actually do like that. I was like, man, they're going to get away with it. Then literally as I was asking that, I'm like, okay, well, they're going to get away with it after they spend all their fucking soul. So
yes, sir.
You got to have that deep pocket. Heard that. So y'all said it was right about 2 soul as of now. I remember when I was listening, kind of back to ours, what we had beforehand, y'all were saying y'all didn't let a lot of the trade stuff like that be known. I guess does the community have a trait overall, or a favorite god? What's y'all's community loving right now?
There's a few really. The Biggie Jumper I'm rocking and the Skull are popular.
Mundo, what's going on?
The Goat Horns are pretty popular. What's the highest floor trait? I don't really know off the top of my head.
I think it's actually the sombreros. The sombrero community, they've like locked that shut. Like you cannot get a brero anywhere.
Yeah. That's a great trait as well. Like that's really, really high quality, that one. But there's a lot of ones, to be honest. Like that was kind of a really cool thing to see in the early days of the project post mint, was that a lot of the transactions happening weren't just kind of floor trades. People were wanting the higher quality, like the rarer gods, because the art is we're happy with the art on all levels, but the top kind of quality traits are just, they look insane. And there's been a lot of like high cost transactions, just people trying to secure those.
I think another like
why did your community say Om?
Is that the thing?
Yeah, they all go Om. That's what they do.
yes,
how come they do that?
Well, it started off as Amen, but it just didn't hit right. It didn't have that chant element to it.
Right.
And we like the sort of the image of like this cult in some fucking temple all fucking omming together.
Yeah.
And it kind of just stuck, and everyone loves it. So we're gonna stick with the Oms.
We gotta get like the whole room in Miami to go Om.
Every That'd be awesome.
It'd be so funny.
Question, another one, just because as if I remember right, y'all were not the actual artist. Y'all hired someone from the crypto space, stuff like that. Have y'all got like his reactions or hers on like their stuff doing so well, or realistically was it just, hey, thanks, here you go,
yeah, man,
part ways, you know what I mean? Or like, what was their reactions?
I mean, another huge shout out to Funk Steady, who is just an absolute machine, and he refuses to take any limelight. He just loves like working behind the scenes. He's so humble, but it's so cool to see his reaction. I mean, we've had like 3 or 4 people get tattoos of his work now, and I think like where he was working within a company before, I think this is the first like real opportunity he's had to like stand out as like an independent artist, and like it's just great to see him get like the credit he deserves. I mean, his Twitter profile is absolutely flying, despite him like having quite minimal activity, and I think that just goes to show like how much people are like just connecting with his specific artwork.
Yeah, he's really kind of coming into it more and more, even as things are going on now. And what we were super happy with is it wasn't just he's doing this collection and then that's it. He's got to go back to his day job and we'll part ways. Like we're very much working together a lot still. So watch this space.
Nice. Yeah, I still just looking at the art and everything, which I still haven't seen anyone that has the stuff like it. You know what I mean? Which it's refreshing. You know what I mean? That one I will say.
Thank you.
For sure, for sure. What I guess what is the community up to nowadays? You know what I mean? Y'all got, I guess, more plans y'all can talk about, or what happens when you go into the Soul God Discord now? What happens?
You get raided with a ton of love. It's crazy. The community unity at the moment is next level. Like it's nothing we could have ever anticipated. Like our engagement ratio is just off the charts. In I think the last 4 or 5 days, there hasn't been a single Twitter competition we haven't won, regardless how meaningless it is. Like the community are all over everything, which is wild to see. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted some hot alpha for the ThugBirdz podcast, there is something very significant happening within the next 2 days for God's holders.
Oof.
All right, very significant. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. New card. Just joking, guys. Relax.
And obviously, a few of our core team members were in Lisbon last week with the Solana conference. And that meant that, unfortunately, we were super busy all day and most of the night. So that was kind of quite like an anxious experience for a lot of us because, as you guys know, if you're away from the screen for a few hours, that can be, you're missing too much already. So the fact that it was a whole week of most of us away, it was super stressful. And I was really kind of at the back of my mind, hating being this kind of detached from everything and just thinking, is it all ticking over okay? And then we kind of came to the realization that the community was just handling things even better than when we were there. They were just working crazy hard. People were just stepping up and just doing things themselves, and things were just really popping on there. So that was just so crazy for us to see. And as Hex said, without sounding cliche, we've actually just been so lucky with how much people have just kind of run with the art as the common interest, and then been holy shit, this community is actually just crazy. The activity, the engagement, the love is just unreal. We're so lucky.
Well, yeah, that touches on something really interesting that we've kind of been noticing over the last few days. Is that some of our holders, shout out to Kirk and Shadow, the two that jump out at me. They've managed to build up a full-on social media presence, using their gods and leveraging the community, which is really, really cool to see, because it's people can now expand independently using this community and using the project as a stepping stone and towards producing better content, which is so sick to see. And it's something that we're going to keep encouraging throughout our communities. We want more people to sort of leverage the position they're in currently, to just bring more attention to themselves and the project, and just sharing the success out is such a nice feeling.
Nice. How and you might not be able to answer it exactly, but how do you think y'all's community has gotten so, I guess, strong or united?
I think it does come from the really niche art, the fact that it's quite gritty and quite dark. I think it's attracted a lot of like-minded people. I don't know if you got anything to say to that, Joe.
Yeah, I think I completely agree. I think I've pondered this a lot because you just kind of think how has it happened? Is there something special that we've done? But I think the space is exploding, and so many people are in here wanting to be involved with good projects and good art and things like this. And then when something actually comes around that ticks enough of those boxes, everyone's right, we've all been in this space waiting for something. Okay, now this is one of those things. Now we can all just mob together and just appreciate it as a group of people. That's kind of why I think it's exploded so well. And also the kind of the amount of directions that our art can take, because completely, as you said, a lot of it comes across quite gothic and dark, but then also some of it is just super clean and fresh and a bit more hipster and stylish and stuff. So there's a lot of different avenues for appreciation of it, and I think that's kind of why it applies to such a a big kind of group of people.
Nice. No, I mean, I was just seeing on that one because I once I don't know, man. I guess I don't know if dark is exactly the word on that one. I mean, I'd see where you're saying on that one, but I don't know. I don't know. I like it. It's different and fresh. I'll be honest with you. I don't have one because I'm a broke son of a bitch. You know what I mean? I got my ThugBird and I'm holding on that puppy hardcore. But I mean, I would fuck with it. You know what I mean? So
I got a big old bag. I know
Yeah, he
so do all
got
my
'em.
homies. All my shout out my normie friends that are watching. Adam and James Black, both of them picked a bunch up. They were the first NFTs they'd ever bought, and they were like into boomer normie stocks. And I was like, "Yo, you got to come over and get off of that and trade JPEGs." So, but they like the art a lot. They're like I'm holding this forever. So that's the type of people that you got holding your project.
Nice. I think a lot of people are saying that.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to hook up the homie Gator. So we're going to have to.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure,
you gotta
yeah.
get
You
him
don't,
one.
you don't
if you
have
can.
to. I
You
would
have
not
to.
say
We
no.
have
That
to.
wasn't one of
Get
those
the
hey, let
community-
me get it.
Get the
But
community to get him in. Gaddis is a diamond-handed guy. He will not sell it.
Let's
I
go.
get that vibe. I get that
He
vibe.
won't sell it. He's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I still got my soul bear. Yeah, I said it. The bear, the big bear. I ain't selling that bitch until it goes up because there's no point in selling if it goes down. I got a better story.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
But they got me on that one, sons of a bitches. Granted, I think I minted that one. My buddy spent like 25 soul on one of them. I was like, whew.
Oof.
And the next day, that thing said, I was like, oh, son of a bitch. So something I know we were kind of talking about before we started going live and everything like that. I think y'all said y'all going to be at a DeFi conference later on. Is it going to be y'all or y'all's
I'm literally
project
looking
or?
I'm literally looking at
did I
flights.
give too much
I'm
alpha
like, what day are
away?
you guys
Like,
going?
yeah, what's going on with that?
Yeah, so we've got a booth set up at Decentral Miami. I think at the moment we're the only Solana NFT project there, and we're within 20 meters of the Bored Ape Yacht Club stand, which is going to be intimidating. We're also going to get a lot of ETH maxis giving us a lot of shit, which is also going to be fun. But yeah,
Just
like
give 'em a
we've got a
feather.
bunch of Soul Gods communities coming out to come meet us in there, so that's going to be sick. If there's enough of us, we'll probably like hire out a bar and do like a little Soul Gods meet up party thing. But we'll evaluate that as time goes on.
Nice.
Yeah, just to clarify, Hex meant that it's going to be intimidating for the Bored Apes, not for us.
There
Yeah,
you go.
100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bored Apes, watch out!
What day are you guys going to, and what does it run to? I'm literally like trying to book my flight, but like every single flight from Kelowna to thing is like 3 stops, 2 stops. I'm like, fuck,
That's no
I'm gonna be
fun.
on a fucking on the go for like a day. What day are you guys going?
I think we get there the 28th or the 29th, and then we'll probably be in Miami, I think, for around a week or so.
Yeah,
I believe
until the 7th.
Is there 2 things that we have there, Hex?
Yeah, so there's Decentral and then there's Art Basel or Art Basel, however you say it afterwards.
Okay.
But that's cool. I think Big Brain's going to be there. There's a bunch of monkeys going. It's going to be good
Yeah.
vibes.
The
I
monkeys
think
are.
I'm gonna come on Wednesday. That's what's making the most sense.
Listen, live and direct, this cat is doing it.
I'm literally, I'm on the flight site, like just looking at it, and it looks like Wednesday is the best day.
Trying to mint.
That's what's up. trying to mint that plane ticket, huh?
I meant a plane
What's
ticket.
the utility? You get to go somewhere. Okay, I'll fuck with it. I
I haven't
like
told
it.
my girl, so shout out her if she's watching the podcast. That's gonna be sick.
So-
Yeah. Go ahead.
Tell us about Wiz. We need to know.
Oof. Can't.
What?
He's a
Just
rapper
one of
from
the
United
greatest
States.
Awesome weed smoking rappers of all time. Just that guy. That's all.
That one?
Just
How
a
did this
cultural
come about?
phenomenon. He's got his own ThugBird. Yeah, it's super stoked to have him on, and I think the whole team's just kind of euphoric on it because it's coming together. When ThugBirdz kind of first started, we would all joke about how like we were gonna get all these rappers on, like Young Thug and Wiz and stuff like that, right? And like it's just now that they're here, it just kind of feels like it was
shit.
inevitable the whole time, and like this is truly only the beginning for us, really. Like all these celebrities that are onboarding now kind of see the vision of where we're taking this. Do you know what I mean? So they want to have a piece of it, right? They want to want to say they're affiliated somehow, especially when we do take it to what Basie has done and beyond. So
Nice.
yeah.
I can't wait.
I mean, if there was ever an NFT project that summed up hip hop, it's ThugBirdz.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's basically like it comes down to the culture that we're building. Really, it's all about the culture of our holders and the basically the hip hop culture of just like working your ass off and providing for the community, being for the community and stuff like that. So it's just it's cool to watch, and we knew it was coming. Thug even you should listen to Thug. He's so stoked, but like he knows, right? And like we all know that like this was inevitable, and like just where we're taking it, it's just Web3 we're early still, because I see all these Twitter friggin' threads, all the normies, they think they're right. They think they like hate money or something. I don't understand it. What's going on? You try to tell them like, look, this is like a cultural change that's going on in society right underneath your nose, and you would rather just clown on it. You know what I mean? And it just, we're so entirely early, and like all the celebrities that we onboard are the early investors of the normie celebrities, because everyone's gonna want to own one, basically. If any rapper, right? And there's only 3,000, and I'm not selling mine, so there's only 3,332.
Mine ain't going nowhere.
And Gaddis isn't selling his.
Mine hasn't even touched a listing yet. And that's my
what
first
I'm saying?
Wait.
So it's a shock to me, really, that the floor is where it is, but it's whatever. It doesn't matter. It shocked me in a good way, because like now I'm like on the prowl, on the hunt, like a cheetah.
Speaking of hunt, which one of y'all just got that ThugBird? It was about an hour or two ago.
Yeah, which one of you guys just bought one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the hacker, ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
What number is it?
He's not leaving, Soul Gods. Don't worry, he's still y'all's guy. But we appreciate the love as well.
I'm all out. Just got
Gone.
That's why Soul Gods are so cool. It's because it's apples and oranges to ThugBirdz. Like I feel like all the profile picture projects, they have at least a little bit of ThugBirdery going on, and you guys don't. You guys like it's like kind of like way cool, sick art that just happens to be, it fits as a profile picture too, and a lot of it's pretty sick. That's why I like you guys. Is I'm bullish on the gods.
That's one of the things I was going to touch on earlier. Is it's like the communities that supported us, like the thugs have really stood out. Like the amount of people we've got coming over from the thugs that have been like, "Yo, we fuck with your shit." It's like you guys are some of the best community members out there. It's awesome to see.
From really early as well, like 1 week after like our Twitter was made with like a couple of thousand followers, and shout out Miles, he was in there heavy duty from early, and loads of people like that, like just the thugs I think they say a hell of a lot for the whole space for sure. And the monkeys, to be fair, both of them are just
the monkeys too, man. They really do their part, right?
I mean,
even they all got stupid rich, and now they want to blow their soul on everything, so it's super bullish for everybody else.
Yo, I mean, we had the Mr. ThugBird himself like come hang out on our spaces for like an hour or two, and like he's chats on the DMs. Like, you guys have shown us nothing but love from like so early.
I think that's the beauty of it in general, because like you just said, like Thug, he might be the person who made it, but he's a regular guy, you know what I mean? And like he'll come into the spaces, talk to people, and he's not just like, yo, I am the bird, you know what I mean? He's like, yo, what you up to? What's good?
Thug's a fucking superhero.
He is.
Thug's like, what did I call him? I had something sick. It was like Johnny Cash, Steve Jobs, and like he's like such a badass businessman, but like he's down to earth, and like he's
so
like
chill.
Literally 500 IQ, smarter than us all, and like knows what you're thinking already before you even think it or say it. Like he's like the best, and but he uses his powers for good. He's a white hat super programmer dude, and he just like gives back to the community and stuff instead of being all rogue and stuff. He always jokes about, he's like, this is the world's longest rug. Just wait till I pull off my final hand. It's so funny. But he's so cool, man. He's I can't wait to meet him too. That's why I'm going to South Africa, because he was like, come to South Africa, we're partying. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm gonna go
Where's our
party with
invite?
Thug, dude. What's that?
Partying with the
Where's
thug.
our invite?
Where's
Oh,
y'all?
fuck,
Where the hell's
man. He'll
my
want you to
invite?
come
I haven't
for
got an
sure.
invite yet. Listen, Jesus. No. I got to get my soul up before all that.
Yeah, man. He's such a cool dude, and that's what like it starts from the top down, right? Like the reason why the Thugs are so successful is because like we have people like Thug and Sosa and like Vlad and stuff like that, and like a shout out to all of them, like Dad, and there's
Everyone.
all of them are each bring something really unique to the table.
Go watch the first episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The first episode when we
It's
had
not-
all of them on here, they're just so like the whole team is just like it's like a super all-star team of people, and that's why I'm so bullish on it. That's why I'm okay buying it at 50 Soul. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a steal. I can't
Yeah,
believe
for
it's
sure.
down to that. That's nuts. For a spotted too, you got a spotted?
Yes, sir.
Oh, the spotteds are like fuck, man. They're like
The unique
fucking blue
ones.
cheese, okay? Like
The blue
they're so good.
cheese.
You gotta appreciate
the
them. You gotta love them, right? And there's some people that are like fucking crazy about them, and some people don't like them. But like the people who don't like them are wrong. It's beautiful. It's fucking the spotteds are like amazing. They're like one of my favorite birds. That and the Trons. Like if you have a
Tron
spotted
shades are
Tron,
dirty.
Jeez.
Damn.
like instant $1 million bird. I don't give a fuck. That's such a sick bird if you have a spotted Tron. The Trons are so nasty, but like the spotteds have like such a nice charm to them. They don't look like the punks, how like the crypto punks have like spotted ones. They look like shit. Like I'm sorry, but like I fucking hate them. The birds look way better because the spots are like cool colors. Some of them you can barely tell they're spotted.
Mhm.
They just add like a nice little charm. Like
I saw one
No.
a couple of weeks ago. I was on the when I got sold. I was looking at it. I was like, "Oh, that's what's up?" And I was like, "Oh shit, that's a spotted one." Hold on. Then I was thinking, man, that would actually kind of suck if you were colorblind and you had a really nice one, and then you sold that shit. That would suck. So
That's
if that happened to
hilarious.
anyone, I'm sorry. The reason I asked that because I say that because my buddy's colorblind. I'm like, bro, what if he would have had one of these things? He's not into
I
it.
sold my
It
spotted.
would suck, bro.
The woes of a colorblind NFT collector.
That'd be
Oh, man.
unfortunately a great story to have. You know what I mean? That's what happened. Yeah, I had to, about $50 million. I thought it was about $5. Why? Well, you see that
Yeah,
color
it's
there?
just
I thought
great.
it was this. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm fucking.
Did you guys have anything to do with the soul parasites?
No, that's actually a wild story. Like these just started appearing in everyone's wallets. I mean, fucking shout out to the Soul Parasites. That was a really, really cool thing what they did, because as far as I'm aware, there aren't any other NFTs that are doing a similar thing. And like day one, everyone's like, "Oh shit, what's going on?" And people were like, "Oh, they're a scam." Some people were like, "Oh, send all your parasites to me. I'll like do experiments on that." And then like over time, yeah, like we've all just sort of grown to love them, because every day it's something different, and it's always like this fucking sick remix of an NFT you have. Like and they never claimed any clout. They never reached out to us. They never like messaged our community like, "Yo, that was us." Like,
And
just
who
like
are they?
silently,
Who are they
like,
again? Let's give them the shout out. Just
Soul
okay.
Parasites.
Soul
Parasites.
Parasites. There
They're
you go.
sick, man. They're sick. They
Yeah,
make like
that's
little
cool.
derivatives of your NFTs, and some of them are like,
I've seen some of them.
how did this even come to be? Like, it's pretty nuts.
How do y'all
Yeah,
think
that's sick.
they're made? Is it just you think it's like? 'Cause I've seen some of them where it looks like some of them are just like melted down or like infused.
Mine all
somehow,
went
like,
fucking like mine looked like buttholes and fucking dildos and fucking like all
Hey,
of them,
shut up.
like 3 of them, like enough where one of the person messaged me on DM and they were like, "Dude, all of your parasites are doing like porn." I was like, "This is fucking ridiculous." Because you're right.
That could have
That's
just been your own computer storage. I don't know. Might have been a mix up there.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
you got your
Yeah,
parasites.
the soul parasites hopped into my C drive.
You know
What
what I
the
mean?
fuck?
They found out. That's what it is. It goes through the computer, see what
Crazy.
it is, boom.
Yeah,
That
and I
was
saw all the buttholes in there and rendered up a
all
butthole.
the buttholes. Damn, you should have been
Pretty
sideways
crazy.
quick.
Shout out soul parasites.
The butthole one. I'm gonna ask y'all beforehand, but I'm just looking at all these different things. Do y'all personally? And I don't know if I should ask this question because actually I don't care. It might go up, it might go down. I don't know. It's not my fault or anything. Do you have like a favorite background, something like that, or like what What is y'all personal's favorite attribute, if you have one? And if you don't, you have to tell us one.
Well, I mean, I got King Skelly for a reason.
Oh shit, yeah.
Skelly.
Nice. I mean, yeah, we did a collab with Matrika Labs a while ago. That's got to be one of our sickest backgrounds, if not the sickest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like apart from the Matrika Labs, there's like 3 or 4 special kind of backgrounds, and they just look sick on pretty much every NFT. So
Hex, yours doesn't look like a Soul Gods. It looks like something like evil.
You can see the face on that one.
Like I know it's a Soul God. It looks so different. It's like an evil character.
yeah.
It's like the exact like attribute match to the rank 1 SMB, and I was like, fuck.
Oh,
too good not to.
Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Smart move.
Damn, so many things, man. I wish I was like just this artistic in general. You know, I'm pretty artistic. I got some paintings in behind me, can't really see, and I did them back in grade school. But I'm like, man, shit's nice.
You should sell them, Gaddis. You should be like, I drew these when I was very young.
I got a story behind that too.
I know the NFT craze is on, and I need Solana, so I'm auctioning off my one-of-ones.
One-on-ones. Listen, we got a beach over there by Sea Guy. You can't see him. We got a mountain over there and a stream over there.
Who doesn't want all that? That sounds beautiful.
It's only 275,000 Sol a piece. And
wow, okay. Gouging your only people that want to support you. Well, you gotta do it you gotta do it for like 2-3 Sol. There you go.
2-3.
Keep painting little beaches.
Nah. These got stories behind them. Unfortunately, some good ones and bad ones. I got yeah, these got some not sentimental, you know what I mean. But unfortunately, there's a girl at my school.
I sold a beat.
She is not here no longer, and she was one of the nicest people ever to say something the first time at that new school. And then so that's they're fresh. I like them. So that's the beauty behind art, though. You know what I mean? Sometimes it might mean nothing to someone, and then you got a story behind it, and that's the value of it.
Yeah, no doubt. That's why I sell my beats, in case I get all stupid and fucked up in Kelowna. Now, there's only one owner, and the collection's verified, so it'll be like a super secret, like super sought-after collection. There you go. I just made someone rich.
Boom. So, Soul Gods. What's your Gaddis? Jesus Christ, man. Gaddis. It's all good. So I mean, what's the typical day in the Soul God owner? You know what I mean? Is it again? You got stuff in the background. I mean, we're just shooting the shit.
Wake
you know
up,
what I mean?
Piss excellence. Get up, drink 6 Labatt Blues, and make 10
Go
grand.
Magic Eden.
Yeah. Do 100 X's in one day, and just spend it all on Soul God. That's my average Soul God holder experience. I don't know about anybody else.
Boom. Fucking there you go. Not financial.
All the bitches started calling me once I got a Soul God. It was crazy.
Okay. Keep it going.
It was crazy. My whole life changed.
I usually wake up surrounded by between 30 and 50 women.
God.
It's just...
That's just a Tuesday as well.
Guys, you gotta get yourself a Soul God.
I need to, man. I woke up next to a pillow, but it was just a regular size pillow. Nah, for people that are listening in general, and that I guess honestly people like me that haven't purchased one, what's the reason? Ask the hard questions and stuff like that. Why should someone purchase the NFT? Is it because they like y'all the project, or what's your sell point? What's your elevator pitch?
Well, for me personally, whenever I buy an NFT, I come to the point that if this was worth 0, am I still going to be happy looking at it? And if you can buy a Soul God and you like the art of it, then I mean that's going to be a pretty good indication that you're not going to be the only one that feels that way. So on the art perspective alone, I think that's a really nice reason to buy it, let alone the incredibly supportive community we get. And I mean, when you buy a Soul God, you gain an extra 300 followers. That's just a fact. Which is fucking awesome. Which is sick. And the other thing that we really like, we've kind of cultivated this under promise, over deliver kind of ethos. So it's really nice just to be bringing like new surprises and new angles of the project like every week. So we people aren't like always thinking, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Like we don't say what we're going to do, we just come out and do it. And I think that's quite a fun experience to have as a holder, because you don't know what whirlwind is around the corner. I mean, touching back on the hot alpha, what's going to happen in the next 2 days, as far as we're aware, hasn't happened with NFTs yet. So that's going to be a really wild experience. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's always been about the art. So if you like the art, get involved.
Yeah, definitely. And our boy Gaius, who showed us a lot of love and support on the way up, said to us pretty much like 1 week after we first made our Twitter, he was like, niches grow riches, which means that if you're a project that's kind of occupying a space in the market really well, then he thinks that it will breed success. So our project's not really like for flippers. We don't think. We want people who are like genuine fans of the project, but covering that aspect, you know, like we hope and feel that we're occupying that kind of high quality profile picture space, you know, pretty nicely right now.
No, 100%. Do you know if anyone in y'all's communities done anything like the dumb monies, you know, put on a canvas, stuff like that? Can you put the things on the canvas? Is it like a big enough size? Like, does it look good? Because again, I'm the type of person, if a
couple people have, I think, right?
Yeah, funny you should say that. Nice. One of the things that we haven't promised yet, but one of the things we're planning on delivering very shortly is having a metal acrylic printout version of a god, which you're entitled to as a holder, which is pretty sick. But yeah, we've had a number of people print them out on canvases, which look wild. We've had 3 tattoos. NFT jumped out of a plane with the face paint of the skeleton god, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, real life, it was skydiving and did that. Yeah, he's a
full-on nutcase. He's also got a tattoo as well. He's like all in.
That's what's up. How do you know like artists? I mean, if he's a tattoo artist, maybe he's already used to that. What is y'all's like as an artist? That must be such a great, unique feeling. Being like, dude, someone likes this that much. Yeah, I mean, like money. Like, I mean, he has his bird on his like tattoo. Like, I haven't really asked Thug before, but I'm like, dude, that's would be a good like feeling, just knowing like someone likes your work like that much. You know, I mean, that's strong.
I find I'm quite easily motivated to like get to work in this space. Like we have the best job in the world. There's no denying that. But like when you've got like a community member out like Stone Panda, who's been with us since like way back, and he's dedicated his whole fucking left shoulder to us. Yeah. And it's like, if there was anything that makes me want to fucking send this project to fucking somewhere, to a different planet, it's people like that. And it's like having that community behind us makes us so fucking excited just to turn up every day.
And so fucking bullish as well.
What let's see if I can pull up his Twitter on that one. What was his name again on that one? The guy. Do you know? Did he jump out the plane that way as well? Like, is it on his Twitter feed, or is it just something he showed y'all?
Yeah, I don't know if Hex is still there. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Bright NFT, I think he said. But yeah, it'll be way back on our feed somewhere. Yeah, we'll have to give it a little throwback love soon. But we've seen a few of the like the portrait printouts, and yeah, they look crazy. Like, because the thing is, if you zoom in on any soul god and really zoom in, like you can see each kind of pencil stroke, and that's like one of the sickest things. Like, and then obviously blown up, it just looks insane because you can see like the level of detail. And then just touching back on the artist kind of success thing as well, like. A huge part of our project success is literally purely because of the quality of the art. So I think it took a few weeks to kind of settle in, but now Funk Steady's kind of thinking like, holy shit, people actually fucking love like what I did, and you know, just basically kind of made history in a way. So yeah, I don't know if
he's still in disbelief.
I think this like past week he's getting into it a little bit, and he's like, holy shit, people fucking love soul gods like the art.
I'm so happy for Funk Steady. No one deserves the recognition he gets like more. Like, yeah, he's a machine.
Yeah.
And like as well, like, because not many people speak to him and know the personality behind Funk Steady. Like, he's like one of the most humble guys you ever imagine, and he's like so up for everything. Like, we'll come across with this crazy expectation. He's like, yeah, let's do it. Like, he's just he's so like ready just to drop everything and just go all in. Like, he's one of the coolest people you can talk to.
Yeah, he's a fucking legend.
And y'all found him on Twitter, right? You said originally, or is that something y'all knew
Yeah,
beforehand?
we found him just like within the community when we were starting out. We just put the feelers out, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do it. It sounds cool."
Hell yeah. That's the beauty of community on that one, honestly. Sometimes you'll find some people with some great talent, then you find people like me that are just straight trash. But you gotta keep it going, you know what I mean? Nah. So I guess
Slaughtered
for
up like a cool 5% since we started this podcast. I think we may have just initiated the next bull move. So
all right.
I mean,
shout
the
out,
thugs and the gods have been initiating bull runs since the start. So I mean,
and when they come together, it's just like, oh,
damn. So what are some other things y'all interested, or you know what I mean? I got nothing to talk about on this one. This is I'm just shooting the shit on this right now. So what you kind of let us know some of the alpha people have to listen to early. If you're just now listening now, if you skipped all the different parts on the podcast, listen and stuff like that, go back a couple minutes ago. They dropped some alpha. You might have skipped it on there. And in general, just hit them a follow at SoulGods_, as well as us on ThugBirdz Pod and ThugBirdz
don't
as
follow
well.
me.
And I do not follow a Young Dumb Money at all.
Don't follow me.
Don't hit the follow button at all. Like at all. Just
Follow
don't
me at
follow.
OX_thug.
Ooh, that's his second handle, OX.
I'm giving
_
away
thug.
2 Solana monkeys. All you have to do is DM me and say, I love the ThugBirdz.
Yep.
That's at OX_thug.
You heard it here first. 2 Soul. He's my bro. Guys,
2 SMBs, I heard.
Yep.
That might
Great
be next
deal.
week.
Come DM me.
Come DM me. Damn.
Alpha. Well, apart from
If you want.
the extremely,
If you
wait,
want,
you said
you
you
don't
wanted
have
some
to.
alpha. You know
Yeah,
what?
you
Yeah,
need
okay. Oh, we'll save the alpha then. If you don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
Man.
save it because I want to accumulate.
What is? That's just another random question. Let me put this puppy on. Boom, boom. What is this y'all's like? I guess Bible book. You know what I mean? Demon Slayer thing. What is this? What is this thing we're looking at here?
Oof, I might have to pass this one over to the Riddler.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess that's the Enigma 2.0 right there, I guess, that we're looking at. I'm not looking at it myself, but I know what it looks like because I made it. Yeah, so the initial Enigma was the kind of, if you see in some of our NFTs in the top left corner, there was a bit of binary code and Morse code, and it was like this puzzle that we put into the first NFT collection, and the first 50 people to solve it won one of our God Particle NFT prizes.
Nice.
And yeah, it just kind of drove the community crazy. Like there was, as me and Hector said a couple of times, it was just like a little bit of fun that we thought we put into the project, give people something interactive to do, but it started something crazy. And there was like hundreds of people going nuts over it and staying up all night and working on it like you know, like madmen. So
we're talking like 3-page long documents in Excel. Like binary across like different languages, like inverting images, like they went in.
It was frightening. It was like it was easily our most active like channel because it was constant. Like people would just like it was nuts. But anyway, the plan was within the first Enigma there was 50 prizes, and then that kickstarted Enigma 2.0, which is currently happening right now. So that's that book that's there in front of you. The community is currently chipping away at it. So that book has got a couple of layers to it. There's the first layer, which is like, we don't know who, but it's these kind of madman scribbling calculations, kind of doomsday vibes, trying to hurriedly work something out. And then there's another layer, which is mainly binary code, a few numbers and a few words, if you translate it. And then there's the deepest layer, which you have to view on our website. There's under Enigma 2.0, there's a YouTube video embedded on the website, which is a video of that book. And towards the end of the video, a couple of hieroglyphics kind of fade in very faintly into the image, and they're also embedded on that page. and the layers interact in a certain way that if you can decode, you will have an answer, and that answer will grant you one of the 10 next prizes. And then who knows?
You were going to
what's
send the
happen next.
Enigma chat crazy with all that information, Joe.
I was just gonna say, has anyone found anything out? You know what I mean? If not, this is why you got to tune into the ThugBirdz Podcast and get some alpha out there. Yang yang, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, the other cool thing about it is I think this is the first time that you get an NFT that's valued on effort input. So when we had these first 50 NFTs, I think it's got like a 6 soul floor at the moment. I think people don't want to sell that because they put fucking time into getting this. And with the second like round of NFT prizes, there was 50 in the first round, and there's only 10 on the second round. And then the final round, obviously, was going to end up with 1 NFT, which is crazy because I can't think of many other like projects where the value of it is simply gone from like effort input.
Yeah.
And the other thing was that was kind of one of the like fundamental pillars that helped build our community in the first place, because these people were in there suffering together, and that kind of built something. Like these people were in there like literally, it was honestly like a job. People would come in, just say, "Hi guys, yeah, I'm here back for another shift. Let's get into it," and just be there suffering all day together. So that was one of the things that really built like a lot of strong bonds in there, because when you laugh together, that builds something. But when you cry and you bleed together, that builds something.
Brings strength as well,
So,
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
What made y'all, I guess, come up with the concept? Because like the thing, right when I saw this, I was thinking, I don't know if y'all have seen it, like National Treasure, stuff like that, where a whole bunch of different codes, things you got to find out. Was it something like that y'all have always, like, I guess, been intrigued in, and you wanted to give that to the community, or were y'all just?
But it kind
started?
of originally got brought up like on a whim by one of our Discord mods. They thought, have you ever thought about like doing like little puzzle mini games or whatever? And then we're like, oh, maybe we could like include something like within the NFTs. And then like, because I mean, we're all fucking sweats. Like we spend all day, every day behind the computer. Like we know the internet, and we thought if we get out some easy fucking thing, this is going to be solved in 10 minutes. So it was like, we had to like walk that fine line of making something complicated enough that like a collective group of people with the internet at their disposal can't solve this thing. It kind of captured our imagination.
I can't tell you how difficult that makes it to make something, because I was
just thinking that.
I have to envision that it's me versus hundreds of people who have the internet. And I can't make it. Needs to be solvable. It needs to be solvable in like a realistic kind of okay time line, where it's not like months and it's not one day. It needs to be like I don't know, around a week or so. You don't want people to lose interest. You want people to still be able to find like micro victories within the puzzle, so it keeps them kind of involved. So it's seriously time consuming and difficult making them. And I've even had like whole failed puzzles where it just didn't work, so I just had to like throw away a fucking 4 days worth of like grinding. But it's, obviously it's all completely worth it when you see like how involved people get with it. But yeah, it's tough. Very fine balance.
But I think we got to wrap it up, Gaddis.
That's what I was looking at. We're already about an hour almost there.
Oh shit! Wow, time flies.
It does.
I just look at the time. I was like, oh man, I'm late for something. So we gotta wrap it.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up on that one. We'll end it on our end as well. With the if you're not already, guys, go ahead and follow on Soul _ excuse me. Rewind. We got ThugBirdz _ on Twitter. Get them a follow there. Shout out to them for coming in, tuning in, showing some love. Go ahead in the Discord. Again, like I said before, and there's a whole bunch of alpha they gave us either on accident or not. So go to there, figure out what the code is, the book is, everything like that. Guys, stay in here for a quick second. I'm going to go ahead and end it. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, thank you very much for coming in, tuning in, showing some love. Go ahead, follow ThugBirdz _ as well as ThugBirdz and ThugPod. On that note, stay fresh, stay clean, stay positive. Thank you, everyone, for coming in, tuning in again, showing some love. And as always, caw-caw!